What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review, and today we'll be looking at the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice Mezco 112 Collective Batman figure. And here's a quick look at the outside of the box. In the middle you have the Batman vs Superman logo, and in the corner you have the 112 Collective logo. And then on the back of the box you get a good look at the figure in a couple different poses, and you get to see some of his accessories that he comes with. And then once you take the slip cover off, you get just a shot of the figure, and I think that looks really cool. That's a nice photo there. And then when you open it up, you get a bat logo, and then you get to see the figure with a bunch of his accessories, but it's kind of hard to see because all the plastic and the glare and stuff like that. And that's it for the box. I'm a big fan of the way Mezco packages their figures. It's always fun to open these boxes up, and they have like a really high quality feel to them. So that's that. Now let's take a look at the articulation. His head can move side to side, and it could tilt a little bit. And he can look down about that much, and he could look up about that much. And let's see here. And then he has the two torso joints that work together, and working together you could get him to crunch only about that much. He doesn't have much ab crunch, so that's about as far as it could go, but it does bend back a pretty good amount. And this is using both the joints like I mentioned before. And then you could get them to tilt a little bit. You can tilt both ways here. And then you could get them to twist, but only as much as the cloth suit will allow, and that's about it there. And then for his arms, they come out to the side about that much. And let's see here, they come forward about that much, and they come back about that much. And then he has upper bicep swivel, he has double jointed elbows, then he has a swivel at the glove right here at the forearm, and his hands are able to hinge up and down, and they also have a swivel. And let's see, for his legs, they're able to come out to the front that much. It's a pretty good amount there. And then they're able to come back a pretty good amount. Then they come all the way out to the side, so you can get them to do the splits if you want. And then he's got an upper thigh swivel. And then he has double jointed knees. He has a swivel at the boot. And he's also able to swivel at the foot here, and he could also rock a pretty nice amount, and then you could also get them to tilt a pretty good amount. So that's it for the articulation. It's a really good amount. You know, the only restrictions are because of the clothes, but you know, that's to be expected with the Mezco figures. And here's an overview of all the accessories that he comes with, and we'll take a look at those, starting with the hands. So he comes with a pair of fists, a pair of open hands, a pair of hands already holding some batarangs, and then a pair of gripping hands. And he could use those to hold on to his bat branding tool and his smoke grenade. And then he also comes with 3 loose batarangs, but he doesn't really have a way to hold them. I mean, he could hold it here in his open hand, but it doesn't sit in there too good. And then he comes with his grappling hook. And his grappling hook has a couple different attachments to it. You have the hook piece that's all the way retracted, and then the hook piece that looks like it's about to shoot out, and then it has the hook piece that comes with the string that you could attach in there, and you could have him hanging if you'd like. I don't know if that string could actually support him though. And then the grappling hook does go attached to the back of his belt here, and you got a hole right in the center of the gun, and you just plug that right into here. And for the most part, it stays on there pretty good. If you start moving them around, it might fall off, but yeah, it stays on there pretty good. And here's a closer look at the gun. And the sculpted details on the gun are really good. It's painted really nice. I think they did a good job, so I'm very happy with that. And here's a closer look at the batarangs. Not too much going on, but they're painted good, and they seem very sturdy. They don't feel like they're going to snap, or they don't feel bendy at all. Here's a closer look at the smoke grenade. Not too much details or anything going on with that, but it looks good. It has everything it needs. Just has the, you know, sculpted pin, and that's about it. And then he comes with two different heads, and here's the first one. Just a regular face here. And then here's one with kind of an expression on it. And of course he comes with the awesome Mezco stand with the Batman vs Superman logo in the middle and a peg right here that he could stand on. Or if you want, you could pop the peg out and you could stick in the articulated arm that you could use to pose Batman on. And it's pretty cool. It's articulated in 3 places, so it's nice. The belt does kind of get in the way when you try to clip the piece onto Batman, but that's what he looks like on there. Or you could just have him standing on the base here. And I like the base a little bit better. I like to pose the Mezco figures just on the bases like that. And then he comes with this little attachment that you put onto the arm like so. And this is used to pose his cape. So I'll kind of show you how that's done. It comes with these little arm pieces that have like a metal bendy wire so you're able to pose it. And these little pieces go plugged right into that attachment like this here. And it's articulated. But yeah, you plug these right into here. And yeah, then you're able to pose his cape. And that's kind of how that works. I'm not a huge fan of this thing. It's really annoying to try to put it together. And yeah, you know, you like stuff the cape into the little clip pieces here. And I always feel like I'm going to ruin the cape or damage it or something. So I'm really not a big fan of how this cape thing works. It's really annoying to try to put together. But once it is put together, it does look kind of cool. I'm sure someone could get theirs looking better than that. I just wanted to put it together real quick to show you how it works. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it. Like I said, it looks decent, but it's really not worth the trouble of putting together. For some size comparisons, here he is next to the Mezco Modern Captain America and the SH Figure Arts Ant-Man. And here he is next to Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man and Marvel Legends Ultimate Spider-Man. And here he is next to Mezco Armored Batman and Mezco Dark Knight Returns Batman. And here's a look at him next to the Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman figure. I think between these two figures is where most people are going to be torn. You know, I think both of these are really good versions of this Batman figure. In my opinion, the Mezco one is way better, but it's a lot more expensive. It's probably about, you know, twice the price. But yeah, in my opinion, the Mezco one's a lot better. The Mafex one is cool, and I do like the wires inside of the cape, so you know you could get some cool poses out of that. But yeah, the Mezco one is a lot better. But you can't really go wrong. I think if you want something that fits in more with your like traditional 6-inch figures, you probably want to go with the Mafex one, because the Mezco one is a little bit bigger and beefier. So the Mafex one will fit in better with regular 6-inch figures like Figure Arts or Marvel Legends. As you can see here, the Mezco one is a little bit taller, just a little bit. And the Mafex figure does win in articulation because it doesn't have the restrictions that the Mezco figure has. But in terms of overall quality, and which one I like better, the Mezco one by far. There's nothing wrong with the Mafex one. I'm happy to have a figure that I could put with my other 6-inch figures. But yeah, the Mezco one all day for me. It dominates. And here's a closer look at the details of the Mezco Batman. And they pretty much nailed everything. It's like, it seems like 100% screen accurate. I can't see anything that's wrong or anything. And yeah, the clothes definitely works on this Batman. It looks amazing. The belt kind of just floats around here, but it doesn't really get in the way. And the Bat logo here, it seems like it's attached to the figure under the clothes, so it doesn't shift at all. And I really like the way the cape looks. It has like this fake leather stuff, but it looks really, really good. And let's see here. Here's the details on the belt. They did a nice job. It has like some gold paint, but it's sculpted good. And then his gloves are really well done. They're sculpted nice and have like a nice paint job on them. They're black with like a gray wash and then some gold on the knuckles and on the spikes. And then same thing on the boots. They're black with the gray wash, with the light gray wash and some gold on the toes. And then here's a look at the head sculpt. And the head sculpt is really good. I like the way it came out. I like the way they did the eyes. It looks like really screen accurate. And I do wish that he had like a little, you know, like a 5 o'clock shadow or something, or some stubble on his chin. But yeah, for the most part, it looks really, really good. And it's black with like a gray wash too. It doesn't just look plain black. It looks a little more gray. And here's a look at the other head sculpt. And yeah, both of the head sculpts are cool. I kind of wish this one was more different than the other one. I mean, it just looks like he's showing his teeth, but I wish it had like more of a facial expression or more angry facial expression. But yeah, this one's very well done too. It's got the paint on the eyes, around the eyes as well. Yeah, they did a good job on that. So overall, I really love this figure. I think that Mezco did an amazing job once again. Right now, the 112 Collective is my favorite line going, and I haven't been disappointed yet. With Batman, I had really high expectations, so I was in a position to be disappointed, but they executed it perfectly. And yeah, there's no real huge flaws with this figure. Like, there's nothing that I could think of for the figure itself that I don't like. The one thing I don't like about the whole package, though, is the cape attachment. I think that thing is ridiculous. It's like not fun to mess with, and it's just a huge hassle. So I hope they come up with a better way to achieve the same thing, but with something different. I don't really want them to do wire capes, because then you kind of don't have any options. And yeah, I don't know. I just hope they come up with something better for the cape. And I do wish that he came with the unmasked Bruce Wayne head, but hopefully they could put that out when they put out the Nightmare Batman figure. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, overall, I love this figure, and he's definitely up there with the Mezco Captain America and the Mezco Armored Batman or the Dark Knight Returns Batman. He's definitely up there in terms of quality. Yeah, really happy with this guy. So thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to check out CoolToyReview.com. I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you like the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. And that's it. Thank you very much. Peace.